Food samples lined up at a store front just happen to catch our eyes, and the food sample seems to tell us that, shall we eat it here? Restaurant with a sample case lined with a variety of food becomes even attractive. It is because the food samples have the simple but very powerful appeal. Lots of delicious looking food. They push the appetite switch on the eating center of the human brain. I am hungry. This is a great strength of food sample that a secret of their power to attractive customers. It is said that the company was commercialized a food sample in Japan wanted to help restaurants convey the deliciousness of their food to customers. The result was a success. In fact, it had an effect to attract people as food samples are visually appealing, and it is now widely used throughout Japan. Most attractiveness things about food samples and their realism is they are so lifelike is that they can be mistaken for the real things. The reason why they were so realistic is that they are models from actual food products, and the shapes are adjusted and colored one by one. Furthermore, the outer parts are not made all at once, but in separated process just like real food, which makes them look even more realistic. For example, in the case of tempura, the ingredients such as shrimp and eggplant are made first and then covered with a batter. In the case of omelette rice, the ketchup rice portion that is made first and then the egg as a pour cover it. In this way, food samples are made to look authentic by carefully carrying out each step of the process. Furthermore, recent food samples are made based on the concept of maximizing the attractiveness of the main body. They are produced with particular attention to color, luster, and texture, and their attractiveness is no less than the art of real things. Food samples have a history of more than 80 years since their invention and our traditional sales promotion tools in Japan. However, because of its history, entire samples case was sometimes eliminated from the design stage for new panaches or stores that emphasize fashion. However, once business started, new customers are inevitably drifted to the other stores with a food sample. As a result, they were forced to place retrofitted food samples on makeshift table and commercial side cases. The strength of the food sample's ability to attract customers has been reaffirmed, and the store design that maximizes its effect on the facade at the forefront of the industry. As a form of real art, food samples have many ardent, enthusiastic, passionate fans in Japan and abroad. Many people think they are made of wax, but that was in a Showa period. Today, most food samples are made of resin, which is more durable and resistant to heat. The process of making food samples may seem familiar, but it is surprisingly unknown. It is a crystallization of many years of craftsman's invention and technical trainings. The production methods vary widely depending on the ingredients. Silicone is used to make the molds for cookies, chocolates, to make more realistic food samples. They recommended using studied strong silicones. Modern resin. Resin is a thick substance that comes from the plants or can be made in the laboratory from certain chemicals. Resin do not dissolve in water and we use on plastic. Pigment for resin colorings. These pigments are necessary for coloring the molding the resin. Prepare colors that match the food you want to make. And resin clay, foods that cannot be molded can be molded with resin clay, especially noodle, for example, can be made more realistic with clay than with mold. Acrylic paints. Acrylic paints are used to add color to resin clay. If you want to make a variety of food sample, you need to have as many colors as possible.